Hi. We always need the best deals for everything, may it be apparel, food, or even raw material for a small business. But we can't be bargaining always, and we can't always have people bargaining for us, right? No, wrong. That's why we built arbitrage, where buyer agents negotiate with all the agents and the seller agents in the market in a very closed environment. This closed environment helps to keep the payments secure and helps you secure the best deal in the market. We have two different versions of our architecture. The first is the complete on-device architecture, which uses LM Studio with Qwen model for on-device model inference. The second is a cloud architecture, which uses open router APIs with models like Gemini and Claude, not just for conversations between agents, but also for deal analysis and updating the policies. So let's hop on with the demo. So this is the landing page of Arbitrage, which is a multi-agent marketplace. As you can see on the top, we have two different versions. Let's choose open router for now. Let's create a new session. Here, you can see that we can enter different buyer name, different buyer details, which is basically what the buyer wants to buy. We can give an item name, quantity, and the minimum price and maximum price that the buyer is willing to pay, which is basically a budget. We can add multiple items. Also, as you know, there will always be multiple sellers in the market. So we can add a seller. A seller will have a few properties. One of them is priority. What does he really want? To maximize the profit or customer retention. Other can be a speaking style, which is very sweet or rude. They will also have inventory details, which will consist of item name, cost, which is the cost price of the item, the selling is the selling price of the item, the least price is the price till which the seller is willing to go down to, and also a quantity that they have in stock. And as you can see, we can add multiple sellers with different profiles. So priority, speaking style, and all the inventory details will basically be the seller profile, which will decide his ability to convert the deal. For demo purposes, we have already seeded a sample data. So here you can see the buyer wants to buy laptop and mouse with given quantities with a given budget for each thing. There are multiple sellers with different profiles, as you can see, different profiles as well as different inventory structure. One has a laptop, the other has a laptop and a mouse with different prices. So let's initialize the episode. So as you can see, based on the inventory details, the buyer will be negotiating for laptop with 3 sellers, whereas for mouse, he will be negotiating with 2 sellers only. So let's start the negotiation. So all these conversations are live, and on the left of screen, you can see all the deals that are floating currently in the conversation. So decision has been made. Just to come back and see, so this was what happened in the chat. Let's start from the beginning. There was multiple things, as you can see. And the final result was that the Gadget Hub got chosen for the deal and that who offered the best price. That's it. Now let's go to the mouse. Let's go to buy a mouse. Let's start the negotiation. Again, you can see the live chats. Here it's over budget right now, so might as well not be buying it. But you can say it was over budget, and after negotiation it came down to 20. Though it didn't get selected, but the negotiation happened, and the result of all the negotiations across sellers was that this got chosen for $18 a unit. So this is the buying spree summary basically, which tells you about the AI analysis, not just for the buyer's perspective, but also from the seller's perspective of what could have been done better. You can see over here the successful metrics of what the purchases were. These recommendations, which you see for sellers, are used as a feedback loop to change the policy for the seller and to change the profiles explicitly, as you can see over here in our architecture diagram. Thank you.